guys are really liking what you produce. What's this been like for you internally, taking over as Iowa's QB?
I mean, it's been great. Just a lot of help from the guys, a lot for the O-line, Coach Lester, receivers, just all helping me out, bring me up to speed, and it's been good. Yes, sir.
Looking back to August, could you have ever imagined being in this spot where you're starting and you're going into the last game as a starter?
I could have imagined it, yeah. I mean, I'm confident in my abilities and I know what I need to do out there to play well, so yes, sir.
What's this last year been like for you overall?
It's been tough. I mean, the transfer portal, it was a crazy place to be in. You know, just didn't know if I was going to end up eventually having a home. And just thank you to Coach Lester for bringing me in and giving me an opportunity.
Let's set the rumors straight. Were you a scout team linebacker?
No, I've always been in a gold jersey out here. Yeah, I don't know where that started, but yes, sir. Yeah.
You have no idea where that came from?
No, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, I'm sure just someone making a good story. But, yeah.
What do you think about the nickname Shaggy?
I think it's pretty funny. I mean, I got it when I first got here, and yeah, they gave it to me, and I thought it's been a good time. Everyone's having fun with it.
Have you seen Scooby Doo? Like,
yeah. I can see the resemblance a little bit. Yeah.
Was it? Do you know who started it in particular, or was?
It was actually Bug. Like my first day, he ended up transferring, but
LaShawn?
Yeah, LaShawn. He said it kind of just caught, but yeah.
So you've never been called Shaggy before this?
No, not before this. No.
You seem to have no nerves out there. Where does that come from?
I mean, it's just being confident in yourself, knowing what you got to do out there. I mean, obviously it's a little nervous like right before the games, but other than that, after the first play goes by, you just got to be locked in to what you need to do.
They say you have the best arm on the team. Is that something you've always had?
Yeah, I've always had a big arm. I mean, you can watch high school film. It's only film I really got besides the last two games. But, yeah, I've always had a big arm, yeah.
Can you walk us through the moment? It would have been probably last week sometime that Kirk, sat you down and told you they were going to be starting against Maryland. Just what the emotions were like in that moment, what you were thinking, what went through your mind when he told you that?
He never really sat me down, okay. But we just, going through practice, I was repping with the ones, and yeah, I was ready to go, and they just helped me out all week. Yes, sir.
Anybody in particular that has been running with the ones that's maybe taken some extra time to work with you and get things going, or has it pretty much been Coach Lester? Or
I mean, it's just everybody. I mean, me getting extra throws with Gil after practice and Bowie, and just the whole line just rallying around me, so it's been real good.
How much easier is it playing quarterback when you run for almost 300 yards in a game?
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier, you know, when you can just hand it off to probably the best back in the country, so that makes it a hell of a lot easier, yeah.
What are some things you've learned from Cade and Brennan, especially the other two guys who've started this year? What have they taught you or helped you learn as you've stepped into the starting role now?
Just coming in, just watching the way they work, the way they prepare. I mean, they're both great guys, work really hard, so just watching the way they operate.
At what age did you realize you had like a really good arm? Like how early in your life was?
I mean, I don't think it's like there's a specific age. I mean, it's just when you've been working at it for so long, it kind of just develops like that. Uh-huh. So, I mean, I've been throwing with my dad since I was 4 years old, just playing catch outside on the beach. So, yeah.
Do you have any favorite memories with dad? Or?
My favorite memories with my dad?
Or just throwing on the beach or anything like that?
Probably, yeah that. Just throwing on the beach with my dad, just, yeah.
Have you had some time to just like sit and reflect on this journey and getting here and now being the starter, going from 4th, 5th string and now being the guy?
I don't think it's time to reflect now. I know we got another game coming up, but definitely my parents were very happy after the game. They talked to me, just talking about where I was just 6 months ago or something like that. But yeah, no, it's been very cool.
What's weather-wise the coldest game you've played in?
-14 at Air Force, so that was a pretty
ready.
cold one. Yeah, I feel like I am. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you play in that game or?
I didn't play in it, but I was there. But
Worse probably.
I played at Colorado State, and it's similar weather out here, maybe a little bit colder sometimes. So I'm ready to play in it. Yep.
Is it better when you're at least playing in it, where you're at least moving around a little more?
Oh yeah, playing in it is way better. You're moving around, you're all warm. It's worse when you're just sitting on the sideline, just sitting in the cold. But yeah, no.
Jackson, a lot of seniors on this team, guys who played in Big Ten championships before. How cool would it be to send them off with a win for the final home game?
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, that's the number one thing we got to focus on right now. Just preparing and beat Nebraska.
What was your high school recruitment like? What type of attention did you get coming out of high school?
I was committed to University of Washington coming out of high school, and then they had a coaching change right before signing day. I think it was like 3-4 days. And so that didn't end up working out, so I was kind of scrambling to find a spot. Ended up at Colorado State, that didn't work out, and so I ended up here. So it's been kind of a journey for me to get here, but all worked out for the best. Just got to keep working.
I think Kirk said, did he not meet you until August? Was that the first time you actually met Kirk Ferentz?
Yeah, I didn't meet him until I got here on campus after I committed. I talked to Lester, obviously. He came to see me throw, but yeah.
Could you have imagined all this when he was watching you throw on, what was it, May, I think it was?
Maybe not then, but I mean, once I committed here, I mean, it's the goal to get a play on the field. So, yes, sir.
During the broadcast, they mentioned that you would come in on Thursdays on the off day and work with Keller Christ about just with the game plan that week. Like, what was that kind of did you come up with that? Or?
Well, I mean, you have to be dialed in every week. I mean, I've been in college football, I've been at another school. I know what it takes to be a great quarterback, and that's what it takes. You have to be in the film room, have to be getting better every day. Doesn't matter where you're at on the depth chart.
How has that helped you maybe to be ready for this moment that surprisingly came up?
Well, I mean, it's been a great help. I mean, obviously, any extra time you can get in the film room is going to help you out as a quarterback, especially. So, yeah, it's been a big help.
Does it feel almost easier then when you don't have this? Because before you're doing the scout team work and all the other film work, and now you just got one of those.
I wouldn't say easier. I mean, but no, it's definitely nice just being able to focus on one game plan instead of two, But yeah, no, it's been good.
Looking back at the film, I'm sure you guys went over it Sunday. How'd you kind of grade out with Coach Lester, and how'd you feel like you played when you look back on it?
Yeah. There's definitely some mistakes we got to clean up. I mean, I handed off one of the jet sweeps that I probably should have kept it on. Probably carried out a couple more fakes is what we talked about. But I thought maybe it missed the one to Bowie in the red zone. But other than that, I thought we did a pretty good job out there, and obviously we ran the ball really well, so that helps.
Coach Lester mentioned, happy feet being a sign of like your mind's racing.
Okay, yeah, he's talking about it.
I didn't see much of that on Saturday against Maryland.
I felt good out there. I felt calm. I mean, I knew what I saw and just let it rip. Yeah.
Comparatively, how much had those 2 weeks from game to game helped you calm down your feet, calm down your thinking?
Well, yeah, after the game, I talked about it with somebody, just drinking through a fire hose, just learning a lot really quick. And maybe it's more of a water fountain now, just getting a little more calm in the pocket and just feeling good out there. Yeah.
You got 72 snaps the other day. How valuable is that just to get 72 game snaps?
I mean, it's
Saturday.
Invaluable. I mean, game reps are the best reps you can get out there. So even on the run plays, just seeing what's going on out there, safety rotations, seeing what they're trying to do on defense. Even though it's a run play, I'm still getting reps out there, learning.
I know you didn't get a ton of reps at Colorado State. Did you play any Power 4, Power 5 competition out there when you were on the field?
No.
No? So this is your first time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Big difference, subtle difference? How'd that feel?
I mean, obviously the D line. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just look at size and weight of rosters and figure that out.
Sure.
But other than that, I mean, it's still football. I mean, it's all got to make the right reads, got to get the balls to playmakers, and yeah.
Do you feel like what you're able to do in the game plan or whatever is expanding a little by little each week? Or is that accurate or no?
I don't know. I think we did a good job. Lester's a great coach and he knows what he's doing. So he makes a game plan for us and we just roll with it for that week.
Jackson, I came in a little late. How would you evaluate your performance from Saturday?
I mean, just like I said to these guys, I mean, there's definitely some not great things in there, but I thought there was some good to build on. We did a great job overall, so that helped a lot. But yeah.
How excited are you to take your first snaps inside Kinnick?
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be a great thing. I just did the intro for the starting, and I thought that was super cool. So, that's awesome. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. Yeah.
It seemed like the guys have really rallied around you. I mean, we all saw the photos of them dousing you with water after the game. What was that moment like for you?
Oh, that was awesome. Just to see, I mean, just to know the guys have your back and they're excited for you. That was so sweet. Yeah.
Knowing where you are now and when you got to Iowa just a few months ago, what would you tell yourself back in August if you could talk to him about what the year is going to be like, how to stay prepared, and just kind of your journey that you've kind of had so far?
Honestly, I don't think I would have changed much. I mean, I knew what I had to do. I stayed in the film room, stayed in the weight room, just got better as a player, and I thought it all led to this moment. So I thought I did a pretty good job before this, so I wouldn't really tell him much.
What do you feel like, with your game, what do you feel like has improved the most since maybe your time with Colorado State?
Definitely my footwork and just obviously at QB. I've always had the arm, but it's just getting able through your reads, getting through quickly, not taking extra hits here and there, like his footwork. So yeah, just that kind of stuff.
Does that excite you for development that can come now? Like, let's say bowl prep,
Oh, yeah.
spring.
There's always
Fall
room
camp,
to get better. I mean, Tom Brady, best QB in the league, got better every year, or he was working on stuff that he thought he could get better at. So you're never done improving. So, but maybe there's a bit more of an edge or bigger curve for me. But yeah, I'm very excited for that.
What has Coach Lester just been like throughout this whole process? Has he just been kind of steady Eddie? Has he been like hyping you up? Like what's he been like?
I mean, he's awesome, and he's definitely a steady guy. You know, he's very truthful, which I personally love. I mean, if you mess up, he's letting you know about it. If you do a good job, he's letting you know about it. So he's just been a huge help out there and telling me what he sees. Great coach.
During the broadcast, they mentioned that you would meet with Coach Keller Chris.
Yeah.
Before